Good day, here are the headlines from the Philippine News Agency. 8 out of 10 Filipinos want the Philippines to work with the United States in response to the escalating tensions in the West Philippine Sea, according to a Pulse Asia survey. In the survey commissioned by international think tank Strat-Based Institute, 79% of Filipinos said they wanted the Marcos administration to work with the United States. 43% of Filipinos chose to work with Australia, while 42% answered Japan. On the other hand, only 1 out of 10 Filipinos, or a mere 10%, want to work with China. Strat-based President Professor Dindo Manhit said the Philippines must leverage its relations with countries with similar values and commitment to defend rules-based international order. He said the US, Australia, and Japan have supported the Philippines in opposing China's aggression in the West Philippine Sea. Meanwhile, the Pulse Asia survey also shows 56% of Filipinos are in favor of holding joint patrols and military exercises with like-minded countries. Around 52% said the Philippines should strengthen its military presence in the West Philippine Sea by ensuring control of the Ayungin Shoal through continued maintenance of the BRP Sierra Madre. 52% said the Philippines should also enhance its cooperation among agencies involved in maritime security. Shifting to the top office, President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. says he is looking forward to improving the Philippines' bilateral relations with Brazil. Marcos made a statement as he received the credentials of new Brazilian Ambassador Gilberto Fonseca Guimaraes de Moura at Malacañang Palace in Manila. The president assured the Brazilian envoy that the Philippines remains committed in its part in providing continued reciprocal support between both countries. He also acknowledged Brazil as one of the Philippines' valued partners in technical cooperation, agriculture, trade and investment, defense, and environmental protection. Marcos also expressed his support for Brazil's hosting of the 30th session of the Conference of the Parties to the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change in 2025. He said Brazil is a powerful voice in marshalling collective action toward environmental protection and addressing climate change. Ambassador Moura meanwhile expressed his country's commitment to overcoming challenges and expanding collaboration with Manila. The Philippines and Brazil established diplomatic relations in July 1946 and will be celebrating the 78th year of diplomatic ties this year. Staying with international relations, the Philippines and the United Kingdom have signed a Memorandum of Understanding outlining their defense engagements for the next 5 years. The MOU between the Department of National Defence and the UK Minister of State for Defence was signed on January 11 by Philippine Ambassador Teodoro Locsin Jr. and the Earl of Minto, Timothy Minto. According to the UK Embassy in Manila, these engagements span various areas including military exercises, training, and modernization efforts. It also places special emphasis on the maritime domain, exclusive economic zone, hydrography, and the UK's participation in future military exercises. Meanwhile, the Department of Foreign Affairs said the MOU also seeks to provide a framework for enhancing bilateral cooperation on defense and military education, peacekeeping operations, humanitarian assistance and disaster relief, and research and technology, among others. In August last year, a joint statement of intent was signed by Foreign Affairs Secretary Enrique Manalo and former UK Foreign Secretary James Cleverly. Both nations pledged to further develop bilateral defense engagements to uphold rules-based international order. They also expressed commitment to promoting a free and open maritime order based on the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea. The Department of Education announced the extension of vouchers for senior high school students admitted by state colleges and universities and local universities and colleges for the upcoming school year. In a press statement, DepEd says this is to prevent any displacement of learners, particularly grade 11 learners currently enrolled in SUCs and LUCs. The announcement comes in contrast to DepEd Order No. 20 Series of 2023, which explicitly stated that there should be no more grade 11 beneficiaries of vouchers in SUCs and LUCs except for grade 12 students for school year 2023-2024. In a stern reminder, the DepEd emphasizes that the extension of the senior high school voucher program to grade 11 learners in SUCs and LUCs will no longer be available starting school year 2024-2025. DepEd further stressed that the acceptance of new senior high school learners must align with the institution's charters and be funded from their respective resources. The Senior High School Voucher Program is a financial assistance initiative that provides subsidies in the form of vouchers to qualified senior high school learners enrolled in institutions participating in the program. Looking at the weather now, Baguio City continues to stay cool as the northeast monsoon brings colder temperatures in parts of the country. Pag-asa recorded Baguio's coldest temperature at 4:06 a.m. today at 12.4 degrees Celsius. The country's summer capital chilled at 13 degrees Celsius yesterday and at 13.2 degrees Celsius on Monday. The Weather Bureau said Baguio's temperatures are expected to hit between 13 to 15 degrees Celsius until Sunday. Baguio City and the rest of Cordillera Region, Cagayan Valley, Aurora, Quezon, Marinduque, Oriental Mindoro, and Camarines Norte are affected by the northeast monsoon, which will bring cloudy skies with light rains for the rest of the day. Metro Manila and the rest of the country can also expect generally fair weather with isolated light rains due to the northeast monsoon. Meanwhile, Pag-asa said the effect of the shear line has weakened as of this morning. The Weather Bureau, however, said the shear line will continue to bring scattered rain showers and thunderstorms over northern Mindanao, Caraga, and Davao region in the next 24 hours. In between tradition and innovation on the Public Utility Vehicle Modernization Program of the government, jeepney drivers and commuters alike recognize the potential ease of adopting with the times and embracing the need to modernize the system of transportation. More on this from Jerry Lu Eufemiano.
The push for public utility vehicle modernization is causing major shifts in the country's public transportation sector. However, both the public and the PUV drivers have started to appreciate the ease of riding modern jeepneys, recognizing its positive impact on the environment and the people's health as well. As a daily commuter, Emily Ocampo, a 50-year-old teacher from Batasan, expressed her dismay with traditional jeepneys, citing the uncomfortable wait periods and smoke emitted by older public vehicles. Emphasizing the health risks associated with the gas and heavy smoke emitted by traditional jeepneys, she said that she favors the modernization program.
Yung mga vehicle na public, yung usok, doon ako medyo yung langka po talaga yung usok. Saba ng biyahe, yung usok. Pero pag dito safe talaga, wala siyang Medyo mainit ka na kung minsan, depende kapag nagpupuno sila. Kasi nga, kapag yung luma na, talagang tambutso niya, hindi ka talagang bago. Safe po talaga yung mga sa health ng mga tao, lalo sa mga nagbibiyahe araw-araw.
With their less frequent stops and air-conditioned amenities, 21-year-old John Vincent Bernardo, a student from Payatas, Quezon City, agrees the modern jeepneys have several advantages over traditional ones.
Dito po sa modern kasi yung convenient niya po kasi sa oras kasi yung traditional puro panay baba, yung modern jeep yung diretso lang kung saan yung bababa yung pasahero dun lang. Press ko sa loob kaso yung siksikan hindi naman po maiwasan yun eh.
Meanwhile, Carmelita Arañez, 63 years old and resident of Batasan, said that she prefers the modern jeepneys. However, she expressed dismay over the never-ending protests and jeepney strikes affecting many commuters.
Siguro doon na sa modern kasi komportable din naman ang doon at saka okay naman sa biyahe. Mas yung takbo, di kagaya ng jeep na mabilis. Yung anak ko pumapasok kaya apektado siya sa strike.
In the face of jeepney strike, Norma Di Guzman, 66 from Santa Monica, takes advantage of the free rides being offered by various government agencies and the local government.
Yung nalilit ka sa oras na pupuntahan mo, pumapara ako ng mga libreng sakay.
The Land Transportation Franchising and Regulatory Board, or LTFRB, announced on Monday that 76% of all PUVs nationwide have already applied for consolidation. Bernard Bacanio, an operator under the Commonwealth Transport Cooperative, who have already consolidated under the PUVNP, cited the importance of adherence to government regulations.
Kasi matagal na kasi kaming ng kooperatiba, kaya kung advice ba ng sa amin ng government, kasi sa under kami ng OTC at saka CDA. Kaya kung yung advice nila, gano'n kung yung mga project ng gobyerno na susunod namin.
Although he is already a member of a cooperative, Warlito Clarito, who still drives a traditional jeepney, expressed concern that many commuters now prefer the modern ones.
Kasi matagal na ako sa kooperatiba, mga 30 years na ako. Wala naman ako masasabi sa coop namin. Nag-iiba nga dahil nagbawas nga kami ng kita namin. Kasi dati, may kita kami 700. Dati, ngayon, 400 na lang kasi may mga modern na bumabiyahe.
Caloocan jeepney driver Antonio Cardillo said that joining a cooperative is the first step in the modernization program, but asks the government for a more gradual transition considering their financial capabilities.
Para sa akin okay naman. Wala namang nagiging problema. Pero dapat unti-untiin talaga, hindi pwedeng biglaan.
In terms of income, Roberto Iñon, a jeepney driver from Novaliches, said that it is almost the same. He added, however, that in terms of capacity and comfort, the modern jeepneys are more advantageous.
Ano lang naman yung convenient lang ang driver sa pagmamamasada. Pagdating sa mga income, parehas lang din, hindi naman nagkakalayo.
Unfazed by protests and strikes, the LTFRB assured the implementation of the PUV modernization, emphasizing that it has already gained support from both of the public and the transport sector. Meanwhile, the Department of Transportation, together with concerned government agencies, assured support for drivers and operators who will be affected by the program. For the PNA Headlines, I am Jerry Lou Eufemiano.
And that's the latest and the biggest stories on the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, please visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. The PNA Headlines is also streamed via the Silvicia Facebook page. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account, via the News and Information Bureau website, nib.gov.ph, under PNA News, or on the Facebook page of the Presidential Communications Office, or PCO. I'm Bench Bondok, and this is the PNA Headlines, bringing stories that unite the nation.